this current explosion really has really helped me write material. And what it means is, from a totally selfish point of view, audiences are more likely to want to hear political comedy, and they're more likely to go to a political comedy show or watch a political TV show. So actually, it's been a double-edged sword for me, because what's good for the world has been, you know, was okay for my career, but what's bad for it has been, it's been superb.
I just want to look at some of the previous guests you've had on say, for example, the last series. You had a real double whammy. You had Douglas Carswell, then Anne Widdecombe, celebrity Big Brother contestant Anne Widdecombe.
Right.
What do you make of someone like Anne Widdecombe going on Celebrity Big Brother?
I mean, she's out of politics now, in effect, so I think it's fine. I think it's good. I mean, politicians have to be relevant in whatever era they are around in. Now, that doesn't mean that they all have to go on reality shows, and it's probably for the best that the majority of them don't.
Jeremy Corbyn on Love Island?
Oh, well, he did Gogglebox, didn't he? So he started, he's on his slippery slope to end up on Love Island. I think overall it's fine. I haven't got a problem with it, really. I think it is what people will realise. Part of the problem is politicians don't put themselves on platforms where they can be humanised, or they do it very rarely. So all we ever see them is this professional facade, and of course people get infuriated, but actually, when you put them in the Big Brother house, or on a show like Unspun where they can just relax a bit, so many people will look at them and say, I don't agree with them anymore, but I don't think that they're evil or a liar or totally corrupt. And if we can just move it a little bit, that's good. I think you have to realise that overall, people's views have far more in common. Even if you're Labour and your dad's UKIP, or you're Conservative and your dad's a Corbynite. On the whole, if you think about it, most people don't want people to die early, and they don't want children to be uneducated. How you then deliver that in policy terms is a matter for people's different interpretations. I think you have to be quite philosophical, but people hold their views because they want the world to be a better place. Now, from the outside looking in, talking to perhaps elderly grandparents, it doesn't sound like they want the world to exist at all, or most of the people in it, and that can be challenging. But people hold their views because they think, actually, the world would be better if I was right and I was followed. So, in that sense, we've all got that in common. No one wants, really, no sensible person wants people to be impoverished or homeless or cold or hungry. So in that, we're all starting from that point on the whole, and then we just differ on how we get there. And sometimes different sides are right, and that's part of the great thrill of changing your mind, listening to people with different views.
How have you found the audiences changing over the last couple of years?
People are definitely there's more people want to see political comedy now, that's definitely true. I'm not sure that just applies to me specifically, and I wasn't very popular a couple of years ago, but definitely more people want to go and see it. To perform to more people every time, it's obviously just from a personal point of view, that's great. But something I've really noticed is people want to talk afterwards about politics, whatever their point on the spectrum. And I make sure that my show takes the mick out of them all, because they're all there to be shot at the moment. And anyway, why would I restrict myself to only taking the mick out the Tories? When you've got Corbyn, when you've got Farage, when you've got the Lib Dems, or whatever on earth's happening there, you've got Trump, you've got everything going to the SNP, a fair game. You've got far more targets if you spray out at everyone. So I attract quite a cross-party audience, which is, I think, a positive thing. That's what something I'm quite proud of. And as a result, I have Tories coming up to me in the bar, and UKIPers and socialists and communists and everyone. It's great.